Hello, hello! All right, so we are streaming. Rad, pretty cool. Today we are going to, wait, first off, how are my levels? We good? Pretty good? Checking the sound here. Rad, all right. Looks like we're doing good. Today we are making sets, or we're making scenes that will go on a physical set for my stop motion animated short film Unbound. If you want to know more about Unbound, what it is, what the style is, I put a link in the description of this so you can go to my website and it'll kind of give you a little rundown of what it is about, kind of a teaser for what it is about, but you'll really get to know more about like what the style is and what I'm aiming for as far as looks and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Excuse me. The good news is I got glue sticks because of your donations. Thank you. I was able to buy 5 bags of glue sticks. So that's great. I hope I got the right size. I'm not sure if I did. We're going to find that out right now. I think it's the right size. Hold on. It's the right size. Pretty cool. Rad. So, today we are going to try and do 2 things. We're going to try to finish one scene that's set up on the set. Here, I'm going to see if I can move the camera over. You can kind of see it. It's a little overexposed. Sorry about that. I don't really know how to make the exposure on a GoPro go down, especially using this Cam Live thing I got. But yeah, you can kind of see right there. Kind of not really. Well, I'll have to figure that out in another stream, how to make it to where you guys can see the set. But basically, I am needing to add clouds to it. Now, I've already cut out the clouds. I did that on Saturday, but I need to find a way to install and hang them in the scene. So I'll be going back and forth between here and the set. So yeah, I'm just going to start working. I will take a glance at the chat as much as I can and try to communicate with you guys. Otherwise, yeah, just ask questions and hope you enjoy. So also, at one point I was playing music in the background, and then I got tagged by YouTube for copyright infringement because I was playing a YouTube video in the background. So I don't know what to do. Somebody suggested that I have one headphone in and listen to what I want to listen to. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that. Tacos. Dr. Doomsday. Hey, what's up, Dr. Doomsday? So, here are the clouds that I made. So I have to arrange them in a aesthetically pleasing way. And I need to have, I think I need to have 2 layers. 1, 2. Yeah, I need to have 2 layers, I think. We shall see. I'm not really for sure how I'm going to do this. I'm not for sure. Let's see here. I think I know how I'm going to do it. All right. So the plan is, let me get a piece of paper so I can actually explain what the plan is. I wonder if you can see the iPad. It's going to be too exposed, overexposed. If I brought it up higher. Ooh, getting closer, but no, not really. What if I did this? No, that's the opposite of what I want. I want to show you guys what it is. Maybe I have an idea. Let's see here. New. This is Procreate, by the way. I do a lot of my stuff in Procreate. Ooh, I bet this is gonna work. I bet you this is gonna work. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. All right, so let's see here. Best way. All right, cool. What am I doing right now? Okay, so I have these clouds, right? And I have a mountain set. Here's the mountains. So here's the mountains. That's back there behind me on the set. I need to find a way to make these mountains, or sorry, make these clouds suspended in air. So that's the goal. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, hey, it's Leo, what's up, man? I think what I'm going to do, because Slee, what I'm trying to do right now is find a way to get these clouds that I've cut out suspended in air, or at least give the illusion that they're suspended in air because they're going to be part of the set. So I've illustrated, and we got the set down here. Here are the clouds. I think what I'm going to do is, let's see here. Make a frame that goes above, that's attached to this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make a little frame that's attached to this bottom layer. And from there, I'll probably try to overlap the clouds to where they can all be glued together and have maybe one or two of these things suspended via more like foam board stuff. We'll see how it goes. I'm not for sure. That's the plan. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's see here. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the goal. Going to get let's go with the back layer. Back layer first. So here's the back layer. Look at that, I already have little pieces. Uh-oh. Camera died. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Hey, Killogg's Films. I'm sorry, I'm pretty disappointing. I stopped doing stop motion and I got more into bikes and outdoors. Hey, don't be sorry. You get into whatever you want to get into. If you like bikes and outdoors, and that's what you have time for, and that's what you want to do it. Also, just because I'm doing stop motion stuff doesn't mean you have to like it too. Okay. So we need to make like brackets that go up. That's what we're gonna do. So probably going to do something like this. Hello, how are you? You can say F by Stay Hunter. I don't know what that means. Stream elements, yeah. Look at that. So I'm just now getting used to like streaming to you guys. So be patient as I figure this stuff out. Okay, we're gonna do this. Look at that. That's about the right length, I think. We're actually gonna do a couple of these. I'm gonna do 2 of them. That's what we're gonna do about right there. All right. Got a plan. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Let's not break things, Mason. Where should I put this? That might not be okay. Okay. Hola. Hey, I'm good. Assuming you're talking to me. Or somebody else in the chat. I don't know. Boom. All right. Thank you for watching the stream. Hey, we did that. Hey, I do not know a bit of Spanish. Sorry. Sorry, mate. I wish I did. A lot of my friends are Spanish speakers, and that's not something that I get to share with them, unfortunately. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Next phase. We are going to use this guy. And surely there's a scrap in here. Oh, that'll work. Ah, shoot. Bit loud, but that's okay. Okay, so the next step. Gotta move my beer. Uh-oh. Hope I can't get in trouble for having beer on YouTube. Someday you can do a stop motion of C3 SCP-173. Yo, Class D? I don't know who SCP-173 is. SCP-173. Hey, Gustavo. Hello. SCP? I'm curious. Who is SCP? Or what is it? Is it a robot? Not for sure. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Do I want that? How high do I want this? I mean, you want to do the top, dude. You do, all the way to the top. Well, that's what we're gonna do then. That's what we're gonna do, all the way. It is a foundation that classifies everything dangerous for the world. Really? Interesting. What's the point of that? I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't understand. It classifies everything that's dangerous? That seems like a sad organization. Did I mess this up? Hey, guy with a gun. Appreciate it. Inhaled farts. My first stranger super chatter. What's up, man? There's something strange that is happening. Like what? Oh shoot. Like me messing up my stop motion rig here. I wonder if I got some cheap glue. That's what I wonder. Yeah, what's strange, man? Freaking me out. Dude, I don't know what you just walked in on. Somebody just got timed out, and I don't understand why. Slee, what's going on, man? What happened? Explain to me. Hello. Hello, hello. Turn the GoPro section on for a second. Got a game plan, but I'm gonna have to do it this way. I like the ability to keep my opinion to myself, hoping I'm not sucked in. Just came here to watch a great stop motion. Hey, thanks. Bring on the trolls. Okay, let's see here. Crap, this is kind of a challenge. You know what? I think I messed it up. I think the better way to do this. Well, you've already done that, Mason. This is what we're gonna do. This is where we're at. Hey, thanks so much. Me too. Yikes. I don't know, why is this? This is ridiculous. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Here's what we're gonna do. My day job, Inhaled Farts. My day job, I am a filmmaker for a local university in their marketing department. I started about 3 years ago as a photographer after I moved back to America after living in Japan for 2 years. And it was in Japan that I fell in love with photography and filmmaking and that whole thing. So I actually have a little stop, believe it or not, Inhaled Farts, I have a stop motion video done by Legos. It was like years ago before I was actually really into stop motion like I am now. But it's like how I got into photography and videography. You should check it out. It's probably like, you might actually be able to look at my like playlist section on my YouTube channel. It should be under like cameras and stuff. I believe it's in there. It used to be the trailer for my channel. But I believe it's called How I Got into Photography and Videography. It tells the whole story about where I am, how I got to the point I am now. Sort of. It does not mention me falling in love with stop motion because I had yet to fall in love with stop motion when I made that. Ah, so desu ka? So desu yo. Look at you. Dude, you know Japanese? So da yo. Don't make me start acting like I know Japanese. I don't. Okay, so let's see here. Rad. Okay. I'm actually a little bit concerned that I'm not going to have enough space to do what I want to do. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? I can still probably place things where I need to get them. No, just a few phrases. Are you like into Japanese culture or anything? Nihongo ga wakaremasen, if that's how you say I don't. Yeah, you don't understand. That's you don't understand Japanese. Nihongo wa wakaremasen. It's I believe some of my Japanese friends might see this, so I don't want to believe speak is hanashimasen or hanashimasu. Then hanashimasen is, I don't know. I'm playing a dangerous game pretending I know Japanese on YouTube, so I better not do that. But yeah, Nihongo ga wakarimasen. You don't understand Japanese. Skoshi. Skoshi date. Skoshi dake. Nihongo wakarimasu. Okay. Look at that. You can. This is looking pretty rad already. I like that. You were trolling, dude. Slee, oh, you class D. So here's the deal. Slee, oh, you. He's the one that's really responsible for me getting a live chat, or not a live chat, a live stream. He was like, Mason, you're out in your garage every other day working on this thing. You might as well live stream it because people watch that stuff, and people could learn from it. So why not, right? So I was like, all right, and not really knowing what can of worms I was getting myself into. But yeah, so he's really the godfather of this chat. So I can't tell you why he blocked you. I guess he said you were trolling. That's, I guess, for him to decide. I don't know. I keep looking at my phone right here. I need to be looking this way, don't I? Sorry. These mountains, dude. Let's see here. So it needs to go from about here to here. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. They need to be about a foot tall. I'm moving this, taking this off. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. Let's build out. I wanted to tell you that I could not give you a like. Ah, dang it. You can share though, right? Share, like, subscribe. Isn't that the thing? Dude, if you can't like it or subscribe, man, you're gonna have to share it. You have to do one of them, man. I don't make the rules, dude. Oh shoot, this is looking pretty rad. Kind of pumped about it. Yeah, thanks, Lee. Look, bring people together. And Held Farts over there is going to start bringing some volatile stuff into it. Okay, I'm making some progress here. This is looking good. I want it to be kind of separated. Okay. Okay, I think that's probably good for one second. I gotta have 2 layers, so this is the back layer. Should probably use this. That's what we're gonna do. Pow. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Keeping this guy right there. I dig that. Oh shit. Kind of F that up a bit. Uh-oh. Slee, I couldn't hear the super chat sound. Maybe it'll come through in a second. Nice, dude. That's rad. I dig it. So good. Also, you gotta stop giving me super chats, man. I mean, you don't have to, but... Okay, already 1 glue stick down. This stuff goes fast. And I think I like this right here. That's gonna go right there. Got some subscribers I just heard. That's cool. Five people in here. That's cool. Okay, rad. So not bad. Got these right here. Okay, rad. I'm gonna have this guy right here. Dude, peace out. Going to sleep? How you gonna sleep when it's so chilly? It's a pretty good dad joke, I think. Let's see here. We hear the sound twice when it plays. Is it the volume on your computer turned up? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. You just heard it. You just heard the volume. You just heard it probably when you did it, and then when it came through on my OBS software. Ooh, we got like this. Like how that's going. It's kind of like aquascaping. I don't know if any of you guys are into aquascaping, but I am. This is kind of hitting the same things that I like about aquascaping. It's that. Alright, so pretty good right there. Rad. Okay, so we got these right there. Okay, how are we gonna do this, y'all? Hello, what's up? Okay. Probably right there, I don't know. Makes some sense. Got some hiccups, y'all. Queen forever. Oh yeah, dude. Queen, did you see the Bohemian Rhapsody? The movie? It's pretty good. Wasn't the best. It's pretty good though. Man, how am I gonna attach this? Oh, nice, dude. There you go, dude. I'm glad that I can inspire productivity, or that you were inspired to be productive. Huh. That might work right there. That'll probably work. Attaching that. I kind of need to see this. Let's see here. Dude, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay, looking at from here. I am going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I've got to arrange these three pieces. That's right there. That right there, that covers up a pretty good chunk of it right there. Need a pencil and paper. Thank you. Let's see here. Probably right there. That's right there. And then should probably go right. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. Hey, dude, that looks pretty rad so far. Let's see if I can. Throw it right here. Maybe I can't. Maybe that's a good idea. There you go. a little high on one side. Maybe like that is okay. I do want that there. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I do not speak Spanish, but I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you are here. One scene done with clouds. No. Dude, worth the inspiration. Thanks, dog. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You essentially, for $2, bought me. Let me show you exactly what $2 gets me. Just 2 packs of hot glue. Just in the last, I don't know, how long have I been going? How long have I been going? I'm not for sure. Probably hour being out here. I've gone through about 4 of these. So, thank you. Really appreciate it. So kind. Inhaled farts. You're definitely going to be Hey, did you ever tell me? Wait, hold on. I wrote it down. Inhaled farts. No. Did I write it down? Your name? What's your name that I can put you down in the credits for Unbound? If you don't want it to be in it, that's totally fine too. But I want to offer that as a thank you to anybody who's helped trying to give credit where credit is due. So let me know your name or write it down on the paper. I should not ask people's names. Good point. Don't give away your name, person. I don't know if you're a young person or an old person. Don't give away your name or information or credit card number or social security number. See, this has all been a test, and I hope that you feel more prepared to enter into the world now that I've tested you in that way. I will just say inhaled farts. It's going to be great. I can't wait for to scroll down and, there it'll be. Inhaled farts. Wonderful. Inhaled Farts Studios demo. Okay, rad. That's what we're doing. That's super funny. I am on to my next set of clouds. That's right. I might need to make more clouds. I don't really want to make more clouds, but I'll do it. Dude, that looks pretty rad. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing. It looks pretty rad right now. That looks pretty sneaking cool, dude. I'm not lying. I'm not lying here. That looks pretty rad. It's gonna be like that. Probably gonna be closer to this. Okay. All right, back to. I'm a 39-year-old man in Atlanta who's not afraid of the internet. Oh, dude, all right. That's great. Atlanta. I think I have a YouTuber that I am absolutely in love with. His name, he's the Craftsman. Check out his channel. It's Steady Craftin', I think. Craftin. His channel is either the Craftsman or Steady Craftin'. Keep on Crafting or something like that. You'll see his channel. You'll know it when you see it. It's got to be my favorite channel on YouTube. It's so great. Yeah, I really want to see Inhaled Farts in the credits too. That would be great. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. Because really, without you, would I have put any kind of farts, inhaled or otherwise, in the credits of my film? Probably not. There's a small chance. But it's a very small chance. Okay, these need to be like, this just needs to be like a little stream. Inhaled farts. That's freaking hilarious, dude. Okay, here's what we're doing here. I'm using this to connect, to make this stream. All right. So, to talk about this production a little bit, I have a friend who gives me access to his laser cutters. They're not his, but he works at a place, he's the director. And he saw me doing this the other day. He saw me cutting these out and saw all the work. Literally like 3 hours for one scene out of 15 that I need to make. And he said, we can just cut those on a laser cutter. And while I do know that, and I have cut some things on the laser cutter, for example, there are some things that I just don't want to spend the time cutting out on the laser because it would just take too long. For instance, there's this tree line. Now, this is actually the inverse of it. The tree line's actually right here, but this actually kind of works. I laser cut this out. I did that because I didn't want to. I needed textured trees, and I needed a ton of them to fill about 6 feet of space. No, 6 feet, maybe like 7 foot. 7 foot in length of trees. So I'm not gonna want to cut all those out. It's just easier to design that in Illustrator and then get it to be laser cut. You don't have to go through all that work. Now, he asked me, why aren't you laser cutting all of this out? And while I would love to laser cut everything, and I bet you in the future I'll get to the point where that will be the most efficient way to do things. Right now, it's not the most efficient way to do those things, because at this stage, when it comes to sizes and length of the set, how long things need to be, how tall or wide things need to be, what I'm doing is going largely by my eye and knowing what I have in my head and what I want to see on the screen. So there's that, and then there's also my ability to look through the viewfinder whenever I want to plug up Dragon Frame to help get the framing exactly right. Now, what does that have to do with not using or using laser cutters? With laser cutters, I go spend half a day laser cutting a set, and then I bring it back to the garage. Is it pretentious to call my garage a studio? It's more of like I don't mean it pretentiously. I mean it more of like I'm trying to affirm my own insecurities by saying, hey, just if you want this to be a studio, it's a studio. And it is. A studio is a place where you make things, right? Well, I'm definitely making things. And the garage is a place where you park cars, and I'm definitely not parking cars out here. Anyway, back to laser cutting, why I'm not doing that with all my sets. Long story short, once you laser cut something, it's laser cut, and I can spend a whole day laser cutting sets. And while they will probably look a lot better, and the good thing is that you can design things in InDesign or Illustrator or whatever, laser cut it out exactly how you want it to look. And that's a good thing. However, it is permanent, and it's not very, there's not a lot of, hold on. This is a terrible way. If you're a professional glue artist, don't watch this. There's not a lot of give in it. Essentially, I go make a laser cut set. I bring it into the studio. Oh my goodness, I need this door to be 2 inches shorter, or I need this tree line to be about 5 inches taller. Well, there's nothing I can really do at that point, so it's not super efficient. Whereas right now, I'm building things set by set, piece by piece, and I can see it. I can literally, these clouds, I'm going to put these on here. I'm going to go bring it over to the set with the rest of the pieces that have already been decided and finalized. And I'll be able to say, you know, I want them to be a little bit higher. I need probably a couple more of these clouds. I need to make them smaller in general. And so I'm in complete creative control, just doing everything by hand. Now again, it's not fun because it's super time consuming. Well, it is fun. I like doing this stuff, but it's just super time consuming. That's the inefficient part of it. And so hopefully in the future I'll get to a point where I can have a design, a concept. I can throw it to the designer, and they can mess with all the logistics of it. But at this point in my life, and for this short film, I'm the one having to figure that stuff out, which is totally okay. That's what happens. That's part of being a new filmmaker. Kind of need to earn that luxury of having other people do a lot of the lame manual labor, and I'm okay with that. But I'm definitely aiming to get there, to get to that point. Let's see here. Super chat is greatly appreciated. Timmy Gamer. I assume that's what it is. 3,000. You're so underrated. Hey, thanks so much. Really appreciate that, Timmy. Really appreciate that. Dude, we do stop motion animation. Most people don't even have the garage or an office like I do to animate. Definitely studio. Yeah, dude. Definitely studio. Thank you. See, that's the encouragement that I need. Sometimes you just gotta own it. I remember it wasn't until about 2 years after I really said, you know what? It wasn't until 2 years after I was doing video professionally that I felt comfortable to even call myself a filmmaker, which is crazy because as soon as you get, well, whether or not you get paid, if you're endeavoring to make films, you're a filmmaker. That's what filmmaking is, whether or not you get paid. So I'm to the point a couple years ago where I'm like really, it seems like, you know, you call yourself a filmmaker and then the worry is like, oh, I'm so pretentious. Like people, it has like this, you know, people want to roll their eyes when you say you're a filmmaker. Like, oh, okay, Steven Spielberg over here, right? But the reality is it wasn't until I started accepting that this is who I am, what I want to do, who I want to be. And it was actually when somebody said, hey, what do you do? I'm a filmmaker. There was a big mental shift when that happened. And so I want to always encourage people. It's kind of one of those things like name it and claim it, right? Part of it's just allowing yourself to accept who you already are. And that can be true with a lot of things, not just career-wise, but just a lot of different things. Okay. Maybe this is starting to look a little weird. Starting to regret my decisions. What is this? This looks like a whale. I tell you, it looks like a whale, doesn't it? It's okay, it's a cloud. True to form. Okay. How do I get rid of this goofy looking? We're going right there. Made up my mind. Have you seen the Robert Rodriguez School of Filmmaking short? I have not. I'm going to write it down. Robert Rodriguez. Is it just called School of Filmmaking? I imagine. I've not seen it. I'd like to see it. We'll watch it. Hopefully, is it on YouTube or do I need to like buy it on iTunes? Ooh, I like that. I like that right there. That's what we're doing. So it goes right there. Yeah, it's on YouTube. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out tomorrow. Or maybe tonight. If I have energy whenever I'm done with this. Which is still... I haven't even started on the completely new set. Good Lord. Yeah, that's just how it goes. That is part of it. Probably right there is alright. God dang it. Oh, god dang it. Really F that up. Ooh, it's gonna burn me. God! Gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta let it burn. You wanna get it off before it ruins the paper. It does not allow you to paint on it. Stop Motion Montreal Festival. I think I heard Edge Report this channel talk about that. As you port that? Is that his name? You know that channel, right? Stop motion YouTuber. Super inspirational for me. I believe he took his film to a festival there recently, or whenever it was that it was like last open. That's what we're doing also. So I've heard of it, but I don't know. I don't really know anything of it. I know that this thing will definitely, well, not definitely, assuming I get this grant, which I've applied for a grant through Norman Film Festival. So they're like a nonprofit organization here in the state that, or in the town that I live in. And I applied for a grant, hoping to get that. If I get the grant, then I'll definitely be airing this at Norman Film Festival, whenever that is. I don't really know when it is, I'm not even for sure. I think it's fairly new. My goal is to have this short go around to as many filmmakers as I can. The whole festival is just stop motion. That's pretty wild, dude. That's cool. It's in Montreal. Man, that'd be sick. I'd love to go to that. Hopefully I can save up and find myself and get myself there. That would be pretty rad. Of course, I don't really have to be at the festival for it to be entered into a festival, right? Fuck! Sorry, YouTube. Montreal, September 14th to 16th, and deadline to enter is June. Dang it! June 30th? It's the biggest stop motion festival in Montreal. Yeah, for sure. It's all in French. Sleeve, when you say it's all in French, are you talking about their website or like the? I don't think that well, one, this short would totally work because there's no language in it. There's no language to it. There's no like narration or anything. So that wouldn't be a problem for this film. Hey, look. Another glue stick. Dude, that would be rad. Website is all in French, gotcha. Yeah, it'd be pretty sweet. Slee and I were talking about this the other day. Inhaled farts, man. God, I gotta get a different name for you, brother. Mr. Inhaled Farts. What is your take? So I'm making this short film, right? And I'd consider myself a YouTuber. Like I put Innovation out on YouTube. That's where it was like premiered. It hasn't played anywhere else, so I don't know if I should say it premiered on YouTube. It's been uploaded to YouTube. And so my question is, do I focus on, should I release this film that I'm working on, should I premiere it at festivals? Should I not plan on putting it on YouTube at all? Which that seems kind of like I'm like spitting in the face of the YouTube community where I've had somewhat a somewhat considerable amount of success, at least in my terms, as far as views and just the community being like really supportive of the stuff that I'm doing. So I don't know what the protocol is there for that. Well, you think about that, Mr. Inhaled Farts, if you're still here. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Pretty rad, man. It's pretty rad. It needs to go out. Pretty pumped about how this looks. Now what? So it depends on what you want as your goal. If you want acclaim and the possibility of becoming a name in the filmmaking community festivals, if you want immediately make money off of your work, even YouTube. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. And I don't really, my goal is not to necessarily make money, but it's to become a more developed filmmaker to where I can hopefully be making short films, maybe in the future, 10 years down the road, feature-length films, who knows, that have a bigger budget. So I imagine the way to get there is through what you said, film festivals, which is what I kind of thought I needed to be doing. It's good to hear that from somebody else. If you want to work on other people's work in festival, if you want to make your own work, YouTube. So yeah, I want to collaborate with other people, for sure. And I don't want to be. I'd love to get to the point where I either had my own studio, and I'm talking. This is long-term goal here. I'm not aiming for this in the super near future, but it is a goal that in the next 10 years, I either have my own studio. Or I have had made some solid enough content to where other people either want to support me financially enough to where I can hire other people, or that they would just say, "Hey, we want you on as a creative director, as somebody who's to help with the story." A lot of different things like that. So yeah, film festival route. It is kind of anticipated that. It is just kind of weird though, because I'm doing all this stuff on YouTube. That's where I'm getting a lot of the traction. Of course, I'm not getting a ton of traction. There's 4 people in the chat right now. Not a ton. But I am connecting with Mr. Inhaled Fart, so that's pretty cool. And you have some seeming wisdom. And so yeah, I think the film festival is the route to go. Plus, it'd be kind of cool to. I'm curious to know, as we all are with our own work. You know, we all think that our stuff. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. A lot of us think that our stuff sucks. I'm pretty harsh on my own stuff. But I'm curious to know how well Unbound will do. I'm putting my heart and soul into this project. I have never been so clearly driven in regards to what I want, what my goal is. And so I'm excited about how that will play out. So I don't know. I'm going to enter this into as many festivals as I can, assuming I go the festival route, assuming I have to do a lot of research to know even what the good strategy is for film festivals. I don't know. I do not know, but the task at hand is worry about just making a solid film. Shit, talking mushrooms. All right, here we got one layer of clouds. You can kind of see. Hey, there we go. Logan Farley. Hey, I didn't see you there, brother. What's up, Logan? Super stream elements bot, chatting away, yada yada yada. Life of a Cheetah, and tell me what I need to improve on. Logan Farley. I will check that out. I really will. Life of a Cheetah. Yeah, live streams are never probably. No, I don't take it personally. Don't worry. The thing is that I'd be out here working on this stuff anyway. So why not live stream it, right? And then get to chat with random strangers like you. Well, Logan, what was it again? Life of a Cheetah? I'm trying to look at this. Life of a Cheetah. This better be good, Logan. Just kidding. So I'll check that out. So I have 2 things on my list to check out from you guys. Robert Rodriguez, School of Filmmaking, and Life of a Cheetah. I'll check it out. Inhaled Farts. I'm curious as well because of Indomation had the recognition of Jurassic Park. This is, I believe, all your own idea. That is correct. That is correct. And that's what I'm thinking too. People have been like, oh, your next thing's going to be so big. And I'm like, this one's... To say something's indie is kind of a weird thing, but like compared to a toy... Compared to a Indoraptor toy running through a house, like that has more of a chance of going viral, which I can't say that happened, but it has more of a chance of being picked up because it's kind of quirky. It's a subject matter that a lot of people already know and love, and I even kind of like pitched it that way in the way that I branded it as being kind of a love letter to the filmmakers of Jurassic Park. And so, yeah, it has, I think that one, it'll be hard to recreate the success of that one. Now, I will say this one will be, story-wise, it's like 1,000 times better. There was not really a story. I mean, there was a beginning, middle, and end in Indomation, for sure, but it wasn't really, didn't have any like emotional narrative arc or anything like that. So this one, yeah, it's going to be way better. I've showed the storyboard and some of the the animatics. I've created some of the scenes I've created digitally just to see how it looks and feels, and the music on it that I have right now is great. We have a composer in California who's going to write the score for it based off this other score that I really like. And I've showed it to like a handful of people. Like almost half the people that I show it to literally cry, which is pretty awesome when you're just looking at drawings, like sketches, especially if somebody like myself who like is not a very good sketch artist or anything. So it's a good story. It's just a solid theme, and stop motion is like the perfect way to tell it too. So all that to say, it'll be better. Might not get as much views, so I don't anticipate really making money off of it necessarily. Okay, going back over. See how this looks. See if I can pop this on. Dude, that's pretty rad, man. It adds some depth. I'm kind of digging it. I need like a couple more. I mean, really, that should be alright, I think. Should be fine. I can always change it. I can always change it if I need to. You're making a lot of progress and it looks great. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, Logan. I wish you could see it better. Hopefully next week, my next Monday stream, I'll have a camera set up on the frame so you can actually see what it looks like. Okay. I need to find a way to attach it. I do need to attach it. Also, kind of got a little lazy here. making that look really pretty. Need to make that look better, Mason. Yikes. God dang it. Running out of space in my studio. Going to be sturdy enough. It's going to be wobbling around. So to paint this, see, this is pretty flimsy material. I can't douse it in heavy acrylic paint or something like that. I will be finding somebody, and I think my friend Ashley might do it. I'm not for sure yet, but I'll be finding somebody to spray paint all the sets. Hopefully, I can find an artist that that specializes in spray paint art, or like doing murals with spray paint. And there's a couple artists that I found here in Oklahoma City that are pretty good, but I don't have any money. So my hope is that I can show them some of the concept, the progress that I've made so far. Maybe it'll be a cool opportunity. Maybe they'll see it. All I can really offer is like, hey, there's a chance that you can work your magic on my set, and it'll be seen by a lot of people. But also, it'll be making a festival run, so there's that too. I don't know. I can't pay anybody, so they'll have to be interested in working on it based off wanting to just work on a project with somebody who's passionate about making sure it looks great. You remember, the only thing that is truly important is that if you love it, no matter how many people watch it. Hence my ode to my childhood favorite, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with the parody senior citizen simians. They're the world's most senile fighting team. Yeah, right. Oh, I still haven't watched your. I went to your Instagram page. Is it Inhaled Farts? It is, isn't it? With all like the apes and monkeys and stuff. I couldn't see any videos. It was just the photos, which they look cool. So let me know. Send me a link to some of your work if you have it on if there's videos and stuff. But I want to see it. But you're absolutely right. The only thing that is truly important is not how many people watch it, but is that if you love it. 100% agree. I am super proud of before Indomation was ever published. It's the most proud thing I've ever been. It's the most proud I've ever been of something I've worked on. Not because it's super great, but because it was me saying, I'm not gonna let this fall through the cracks. I've set my sights on making this film, and it was just a long process, much like this one is. But I just didn't give up, and so I'm super proud of it because it was probably the first time that I had the willpower, that my willpower won out over. One second. That my willpower won out over my desire to just give up and go play Breath of the Wild or something like that. It's always just it's usually just way easier to go and play Switch or go watch a movie or whatever it is that is your thing that you want to do when you relax than it is to actually get off your butt and go do something. Which I was on Instagram and there's a woman that I follow who is a stop motion artist. Can't remember her name. Sarah Day something. I'm not for sure. But she posted on her story. She went to a let's see here. She went to a Jesus Mason. Not a festival. A workshop maybe, where they had some of the producers from the recent Leica film Missing Link, which I can't wait to see. And one of the guys said, they were like, one of the questions to like one of the filmmakers is like, what's your advice for up and coming filmmakers? And he was like, artists are lazy, be the hardest working artist and don't be lazy, because we can all do things, but it's the people who actually get off their butt and go do it that succeed, which is like my new mantra in life. I have a video coming out. I ordered a whole bunch of stickers. Oh, do check it out. You can see it right here. Sheer will, right? So I have a video coming out where I kind of talk about that. It might be a little bit corny, I'm not for sure, but I'll be giving out these once I do the video. I'm just gonna give these away to like the first 70 people that like want to DM me their address or something. Which, Inhaled Farts, I'll send you one. You might not care to have one, but I'll totally give you one of these. And Logan too. But this was taken from the Jurassic Park line. Creation is an act of sheer will. That's been kind of my mantra, and it also fits well with like the whole just like get off your butt and do it. Like it's that idea of if you just like want to do it, if you have the sheer will, you can go and do it. So kind of the mantra of my YouTube channel, of my production, and it fits well with the Indoraptor. This is literally, you can kind of see it's a silhouette of the Indoraptor toy. So it's kind of fun. Shout out to any of the people that liked Indomation. And so that's coming out. I don't know. I need to make that. My goal was to have that for my like 10,000 subscribers. Like thank you, but that like got here a lot faster than I thought it would. So that's a good problem to have, I guess. So yeah, I don't know what I was talking about, dude. Let me look at the comments. They're the world's most Indomation, one of my favorite stop motion videos I've seen on YouTube, and it really inspired me to animate again. Hey, that's great. That's really great. Yeah, no animation of the characters yet. I have to catch the action figures, cast action with silicone puppets with wire armatures inside for better articulation. Like you, I'm hoping to use a toy to create a unique story. Dude, Inhaled Farts, you know it, dog. Sarah De Gatamar, one of the greats. So you probably saw that. You saw that with that little story that I was talking about. But it speaks to the point. It speaks exactly to that whole, if you want to make something, you just have to get off your ass and do it. Pardon the language. Because I'm not effing around anymore. I've spent too much of my life wanting to do things when there's no reason I couldn't just go do it, other than I didn't want to do the work. And so Indomation was the first time that I actually broke through that wall of like just getting off my butt and doing something because I wanted to do it. And it's overflowing onto this project, except with this project, I'm like super pumped about the story. I think it will really touch people. I gotta go do this. I'll be right back. Oh no! Did you see that? No. No! I broke it a little bit. It's alright. It's fixable. But annoying, definitely. Sky Gamer question mark, dude. Why you got the question mark? Oh shoot, that's why you got the question mark. Is that better? Sorry, mate. Okay, so is that guy? God dang it! I really did a number on this. Do without super glue. I'm serious. Is this the front? It is the front, isn't it? So I need to strengthen the back because I just broke a section of it. Right there, sure enough. No kidding. Oh shoot, that's where it is. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. quick shots real fast. Alright, back in the garage studio, and I've added clouds to this mountain scene, so hopefully the framing of it. That looks pretty rad. You can imagine how sweet that'll look when everything's painted. God, it looks sweet. Snow hunt. Added clouds to this mountain scene, so hopefully the framing of it. That looks pretty rad. You can imagine how sweet that'll look when everything's painted. God, it looks sweet. Unbound, Volume 2. Alright, I am back. Hey, so, if any of you want to see what the set it looks like that I was just at, because I know it's kind of like blown out, overexposed, you can't really see what's going on. Check out my Instagram story at the drums. At the drums. Maybe I should write it out. Hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. Where did the marker go? Is it with us? Is it still with us? It is. At the drums. Sweet. You'll be able to see everything that goes on when I build this stuff, because I update my Instagram story way more than I do live chatting or live streaming. Okay, going back to the YouTube business. All right, here we go. I think we're good. So these are going to go over here. So now we're going to move on to the next set, which is pretty sweet. Kind of pumped about that. Making progress. This is good. Cleaning off the workstation, because I can't make progress unless I'm working on the work. Yes, I have a clean workstation. I will not be using this black foam board. I will probably try and use this black foam board. All right. All right, so first things first, let's look. Command Instagram. Lower, sorry I had to take out the trash. I put every single one I get on my file cabinet. Hey, Rat. Well, if you can find a way, Logan, to send me, if you can find a way to send me your address. Again, I hope I don't get in trouble from YouTube by doing that. On Instagram, whatever, I will send it to you for being one of the first people to chat with me on Instagram, on live chat. Okay. Okay, you can see that. Cool. So I guess I need to look at what I want to do next. There's a handful of scenes that I need to be making. There's that one. Oh, I don't want to do that one yet, but I need to. Picnic. That is what I need to do. There's the boat. I'm not going to worry about this yet. Not yet. Let's see here. This is where I keep my layer. Okay, so we have the jungle scene, which you're not going to be able to see. I doubt it. No, you can't really see that. And then we have the, so we got that. That looks pretty rad. We're done there. So there's a boat. There's a boat scene. Picnic scene. boat scene, picnic scene, and why is this? Why am I losing my mind here? Boat, picnic, jungle. Those are the only options that I have to work on. Oh, which one do I want to knock out right now? I can't do the boat because I don't have the design for the boat. And I guess I could do the jungle and just start cutting out assets for that. That seems like a pain in the butt that I'm not about to want to do. I think what I need to do is work on the picnic scene, which is fine because I've already started on that anyway. Picnic scene, I actually do have designs for that. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I wonder if I can get it close. There you go. That's what I'm going to be making right now. I've already got the black layer silhouette. I need to be making the back 2 layers, which will be these trees right here. There's 1, 2, 3 trees, and then there's the back further layer in the distance. So that's what I need to be doing. So, putting up the iPad. Hail Farts, I'll get a sticker from you if I see you at a festival or convention. I'll keep them on hand, dude, for sure. Also, you're like 39, so I understand why you wouldn't just want a random sticker. That's totally fine. Okay, I'm getting out a layer. Okay, this is pretty rad. So you guys will be able to see some of the progress made with the picnic scene. I call it the picnic scene because the little girl is going to be at this picnic with her mother reading books. And so I need a tree right here, and right here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It looks like I've already got a good size for one of them. You know what? How about we just save that and make these and design these. Okay, so I know about how high they need to be. So thought process here for how I'm designing this. I already know. Hey, Mr. Awesome Animations, what's up, man? Hey, I bet you look good in Hail Farts. I wasn't making any comment on how you look, dog. Don't do drugs or smoke, and you can, yeah. That's right, kids. My thought process for how I'm doing this, I've already got the design. I already know what the end scene should look like. And now I'm using the set the main set, the silhouette set, and this is the layer that I will be doing my animation on. I'm using this as this will what is the word? This will determine or this will inform how the background looks. So I know I want one layer of conifer trees similar to these, but further off in the distance, so I'll see more of the trees. But I do want to see their trunks a little bit. So let's see here. They're probably, I'm saying size-wise, I'm just going to do big size. Boom. I'm drawing lightly. Here. Trying to kind of match that. Again, this will look, I'm just like sketching out by hand. It looks like garbage now, but the way I'll cut it out will actually really help the look of this tree, aesthetically speaking. Also, I need to make a freaking line. Look at that. Jack that up, didn't I? It's alright. I'll just fix that there. Okay. So that's like about the size of the tree. It'll look better. We'll end up painting it. So I can cut this out. Okay. Also, I'm going to remove the bottom layer so I don't break that. That would be a bummer. Okay. Mr. Awesome Animations, how long have I been doing this? How long have I been doing this live stream? Or how long have I been doing animation? Or how long have I been doing this particular short film? More detailed questions, sir. Or ma'am. Not Mr. Sir. Yeah, Mr. That's right. No, dog. Okay, there's one tree. I need 3 of these bad boys. Your channel, animation. Alright, so my channel, I've had my channel for years now. Only in the last year have I really tried to hit animation in a meaningful way. I have been a filmmaker for the last 5 or 6 years. By filmmaker, I use that term. One second. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I've been a filmmaker for about 5 or 6 years. Sorry, I'm having trouble multitasking here. Let me pause what I'm doing so I can focus on your question. Been a filmmaker for 5 or 6 years. Been working on personal projects for probably like the last 3 years. Hasn't been animation until really Indomation, and then a handful of projects that I've done at my day job, which is a videographer for a marketing department at a university that I live near. So I've been doing photography, videography for 6 years about now, but really animation, only very new animator, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if that helped. That was kind of a convoluted answer. That was really just a simple. Could have been a lot more simple, huh? Sorry about that. I'm late to the game, though. I wish I had started animation in college. So now I'm going to make it an animation. I'm just going to have to work my butt off all the harder. But nobody makes an animation without working their butt off. Nobody really. I don't want to say nobody makes it without working their butt off. There's a lot of people that make it. Okay, shoot. That's good. It's a little bit different than the last one. That's okay. That's okay. Cool. So when you hear that noise, I think that means I got a new subscriber. That's cool. I wish I knew if they're subscribing because they're on the chat. Probably not, huh? No, definitely not, since there's only 4 people in the chat. How funny is that? By the way, did you use Lav for your figure puppets animation and Indomation? Yes, I did. But not for the. I saw, yeah, at one point. So live action video. Correct me if I'm wrong. Inhale farts. Anybody who cares, live action video. It's a film yourself or somebody else going out and doing the animation in live action, in like the real world, and then you can use that footage to overlay on top of the animating software that you're using, Dragon Frame in my case, and then I mean you can use that as references. You can use that for a lot of reasons. Most commonly, the way I used it was a couple of the there's one point where the mannequin falls down into the sofa, like puts his feet up on the couch or on like the coffee table. I filmed myself doing that. I also filmed myself walking around my living room how I wanted the Indoraptor to walk. That was kind of helpful. That was early on when I had just started the process of like piecing together how I wanted everything to like shake out. And so really me filming myself as the Indoraptor, one, I look like an idiot, but I guess that's just part of the live action videos. But that was only really helpful for me to get like the figure out like how many frames were in each step for his gait, for the Indoraptor's gait, her gait. And so I want it to be wider. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start over. Can you share the footage of you walking around your living room like an Indoraptor? You can impress me with your smart choices. I can share that. I wonder if I could. Man, Sleep. I gotta figure out the thing that I can do like the video sharing on my Mac, because it's like I know right where the footage is, but I don't have that. I don't have the software set up to like do the mirroring thing. It looks so funny. I look like an idiot. It's so funny. My wife was laughing at me as I was walking around. I tell you what though, the nerd part of me who used to watch all of the Jurassic Park, like behind the scenes and stuff, back when they were on VHS, that part of me, I thought I was really cool because I was actually here I was in my living room making a film. I don't want to say this. It was a film. Golly, I feel like I have to like apologize for considering it to be a film. Not every film has to have a $250 million budget. Sorry, I digress. So I thought it was really cool because here I am making a film with a raptor, and I legitimately need, not for vanity's sake, but I need some kind of reference for what the action is that I want to animate to. So I just did it myself, and I remember behind the scenes videos from Jurassic Park of guys running around as raptors or Gallimimus, and even in like the new Jurassic Worlds, people still do that. It's just like the easiest thing to do. Of course, in the Jurassic World, they had like cool raptor helmets and stuff. But yeah, so I kind of thought I was like, personally, it was slightly satisfying because I was like, hey, I'm like really filmmaking here. So that was kind of fun. But yeah, once I figured out the Indoraptor's gait, like what worked and what didn't work, and you can totally, as you watch, if you go back and watch it, the beginning, the first half of the film is technically way worse than the last half because when I started the film, and it was really like the first time that I had done anything like that, so I was learning as I went, and by the last half, especially by the time we got to the bathroom scene, there were I had probably spent 50 hours, literally 50 hours, like actually 50 hours, animating the stupid little wooden mannequin. What's a good walk? What's a bad walk? Same with the Indoraptor. What's a good walk? What's a bad walk? And so you can see it, even though it's a 6-minute short that was done over 3 or 4 months, animation process. And so it was definitely, I got better and better and better as it went along. And you can like physically see that, which is kind of funny. Funny to me at least. Okay. Let's see here. Let's read some things. Everyone looks like an idiot. Okay, that's okay. Your set design and smooth animation is pretty good. Hey, thanks, mate. Everyone looks like an idiot doing live action video except for Justin Rash. He looks like a freaking ninja. He is a ninja, dude. Justin. So for those of you who don't know, Justin, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Rash. He is I follow him on Instagram. He's one of the animators for Leica. He did like Kubo and the Tale of Two Strings. Correct me if I'm wrong. Inhaled Farts. I'm not for sure if that's. I think it's the guy that I'm thinking of. But he went out and filmed. So he's like the one that animated like the monkey. If you haven't seen, okay, first off, if you're on the channel, more than likely you're on it because you dig stop motion animation. I hope that's why you're here. And if you dig stop motion animation, you definitely need to go watch Kubo and the Tale of Two Strings if you haven't already. It's one of my favorite stop motion films. Just a really great animated film in general. Lots of cool action, but the monkey in it does some wild like ninja blade sword swinging stuff. It's really rad. But there's videos on Justin's Instagram channel that you actually see him doing the flips and the jumps and everything that the monkey did as the lav before the lav. So yeah, he's incredible. And he's recently been doing some Overwatch. I don't know how recent it is, but I recently saw on his Instagram him doing some Overwatch animation with like this toy. I don't know if it's a toy or if it's like a custom rigged out toy. I'm not for sure, but it looks he's like amazing. He's so good. Pretty freaking cool. But yeah, he's nuts. He's the only one that doesn't look like an idiot. You're correct. Do you work on the projects? When you're not making videos or live streaming? Do you work on the projects when you're not making videos or live streaming? When you're not making video, do you work on the I don't understand that question. Do you work on the projects when you're not making videos or live streaming? Yeah, I mean, I work on the projects all the time. I recently had a child. I have a 3-month-old daughter, so I made Indomation while my wife was pregnant, leading up to the birth around Christmas. I started late summer, like in August or so, on Indomation, and it was a rush to get the animation process done because I knew once the baby came, I would not have the same amount of time to animate with an infant in our home. And so, fortunately, I was able to get all the animation done before my child was born, and then I was able to edit as I like in my house holding the baby for part of it. So that was kind of cool. I'll forever associate the production of Indomation with my daughter, just because they were happening simultaneously. And the same with this project. My daughter's 3 months old right now. This project is 3 months old. So I do work on it. I only do live streams every once in a while. I am going to do it every Monday, live streaming. That's the plan. I'm going to try to do it every Monday, and then anytime that it makes sense where I can kind of communicate with the camera, with the comment section. I was going to work on a set build today. There's some things that I actually need to do with like my chop saw and with a whole bunch of stuff that wouldn't be. I was going to do that, but it wouldn't have made a good live stream. Or not that this makes great live stream content, but it would have been bad because I had to focus on the set and the tools and all that stuff, and the garage door would have to be open and all that stuff. So yeah, I still work on this project all the time. Right now, it's just in like the building the set phase, so it's something that lends itself well to visual live stream content or behind the scenes footage that you'll see on my Instagram account. Hopefully that answered your question. I don't know. Mr. Awesome Animations, what other mediums do you plan to animate in? Drawing, 3D, other toys, etc. I do not plan on getting into any other type of animation. I am focusing solely on stop motion. Part of that is I want to be, all my life I've kind of had, I've had that whole like, the phrase, a jack of all trades is a master of none. Man, there's story after story growing up that I feel like I was good at a lot of things, not great at any of them. So I'm trying to avoid that same thing happening by focusing my creative energies towards stop motion filmmaking. And And yeah, so mediums, stop motion only. As far as some things that I have coming up in the works, well, this is the main thing. It's 2D. It's everything's on 2D layers. The little doll. One second, I want to go get her. One second. I think I have something. Yes, I can show you this. Hey, you guys get the premiere of a new character that I'll be doing a little segment on. So this film will be done using 2D cutouts like this. Now this is just a crappy one that I made. I actually had a designer illustrate. It's breaking. It's falling apart. You can see the armature, just soldering wire. That's what this film will be. Oops, she's dead. That one was just a crappy version that I made. I had a designer actually illustrate the three main characters, and I think he'll be working also on like the creature design for the film too. And it looks way better. And I've already laser cutted. I've done my first round of laser cutting out the characters, which you can kind of see right here. One second. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I don't know where it went. Never mind. I don't know. I had like the cutouts I could show you, but I don't know where they're at. But yeah, I probably won't be doing much more toy. Well, I mean, I might in the future, but the things that I have on the immediate horizon, in between working on Unbound, I'm going to try to do one animation a week. I'm not to the point yet. I have to build another set, which will be kind of fun because it'll be different than what I'm doing here. It'll actually be like a more proper set that'll have like good lighting and stuff, but it's going to be really small, probably like the size of this mat right here. Probably like the size of this mat right here. And it'll feature this guy, which, hold on. Look how cute he is. This is a character. I can't remember. It was like a mod bot. It's like $12 on Amazon, and then the woman that I work with, who's also an artist, loves to paint and design. She has her own little 3D printer. She 3D printed different parts to make this look like an old kind of like retro 50s piece of junk. Painted it, and this is like this pops off. The head was actually much smaller. I made this head from a GoPro key ring thingy. I'm not even sure what it did. I don't use it anymore. But I thought it made it a cute little head. And so I'm going to be doing weekly animations with this guy. I think I'm going to kind of make him like a cleaner bot. He'll have his own story. Definitely trying to do something similar to the Tiny Chef videos. I don't know if you've seen those. And so I'm hoping to have like a series, but this guy is super posable. He's got great articulation, super cute. And I'm going to be making a little set that I can just like try to once a week do short little animations with him. So that's coming up in the future. It'll be, probably won't be for like another month before I can really start on it. Maybe if I get like a weekend and I'm kind of wanting a break from Unbound, which is the title for this short film, maybe I'll start working on the set for this guy. But he's cute. I'm pumped. He was actually, I animated him once for the, if you look on my YouTube channel, there's like a 5,000 subscribers video I made that just says, that has this guy like pushing a piece of wood across the frame. Pretty simple, but yeah, I'm excited about it. Should be cool. Do you work on projects this year? That's him. Yeah, that's him. Let's see here. In Hellfire, his wife makes the puppets of the Overwatch characters. She takes the statue and turns them into puppets with wire armatures inside. They're one hell of a team. Oh my god, dude. I am so jealous. Seriously, his wife makes the wire armature puppets? Wow. That is wild. That is wild. Yes, 12 bucks. This is on Amazon. Now, it didn't look like this. It did not look like this. I bet I can find it real fast. Hold on. I can just pull it up. Maybe I can pull it up. We'll see. We shall see. Amazon, maybe. Amazon Prime. Hold on. This is some great live stream content. I've made a ton of progress on this set too, huh? This is why I can't live stream when I'm doing stuff only once or twice a week because I don't make much progress. But it's okay. It's fun and it's part of building the community. I get to talk with other people. Okay, your orders. Okay, don't look at my orders, you creepers. Modbot. Man, I hope I didn't lie about the $12 thing. I'm pretty sure it was 12 bucks. I remember it was like ungodly cheap. Yeah, dude. Modbot $11.99. Check it out, dude. So this is what it looks like. Hold on, let's see if I can. Dude, check it out. Modbot. So that's what it looked like. 12 bucks on Amazon. Now it's like cheap plastic, don't get me wrong, but 12 bucks, you know what I mean? And then this is the character. This is the character that I made from it. So I just changed the head. And you can see that. And then we just built it out like that. Isn't that rad? So pumped, man. Can't wait to animate this guy. I'm going to try to make him as endearing as possible. Should be really cool. But 12 bucks, go get one. They're pretty stinking rad. I found him looking for one of those lazy bone things. Yeah. Hold on. I got to stop talking for like 2 minutes just so I can get this. Yeah, that's what we need. It's okay if these aren't super. All right, that's good enough for me. Sticky Bones, Lazy Bones. Lazy Bones. That was a toy from the 90s that I grew up with. I think they were called Lazy Bones. I do mean Sticky Bones. Man, Inhaled Farts, you're keeping me honest on this stream. I like it. You should be a moderator too. Okay. Here we go. Now cutting. Just doing general strokes first. Anybody else remember Lazy Bones? They were a real thing. I'm not kidding. You can look it up. They were cool. Well, they were cool to me. I do remember as a child feeling slightly bummed because all the commercials and the packaging had these little. They were kind of like Pogs, but with characters, and they were all puns. So there'd be like a James Bone, and it would be like this little. They look like little potato characters. They're like this big, and shoot, yeah, it's pretty rad. Dude, looking good, looking good. Doing this first real fast. Hold on. Look like little potato characters, and I remember being so pumped about them because the box art or the packaging. They were all like super colorful. They had like really good prints and stuff on them. And then when you get them out, they were all like one color. Like it was just like one, whatever it was like molded into. And it was like so lame. Totally false advertisement. I remember even thinking as a kid, like that's cheap. But I still like couldn't stop buying them. And that was that's one of the first things I remember being like, a lot of stop motion filmmakers, I think, really dig like There's something that's like attractive about like tiny little creatures or toys or things like that that are. That's like one of the first things I remember as a kid, like really digging. That was like that. Okay, all I need is 3 of these. Hey, it's getting cold. I'm turning on my space heater. Hopefully, I don't bust a breaker like I've been doing. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, not with my mouth. I'm the moderator. Looks out. I'll keep it civil on your shoe. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Health parts. Trying to come. Dude, watch out, Stephen Lee, dude. He's like, he's been talking stop motion culture with me. He can't keep up. And Health farts. Stephen Lee. Slee. Oops, Stephen, I'm giving away your name. You just have to get over that. Stephen doesn't even know who. Probably hasn't even seen Isle of Dogs. You believe that? This guy, the amateur. He probably thinks it's some sports team. Right, Stephen? I'm just kidding. Oh, sorry, this beer's right in the shot. Okay, I'm not doing it the same. Oh shit. This is all poking out this way and this is just swooped. I watched 30 minutes of Isle of Dogs on HBO. Didn't get it. Yeah, you didn't get it because it's not a 30-minute short film. You gotta watch the whole thing, dude. Granted, it is a Wes Anderson film. And his films are not as easy to get by a lot of like the mainstream audiences. Although, I didn't think Isle of Dogs was particularly artsy necessarily. Dude, come on. You believe that? What is going on here? Cannot believe that business. There we go. It's okay. Nature, it doesn't always have to be. That looks okay to me. Okay. Basically, that's good. Watch 30 minutes. Okay. Now, I know this doesn't look super great, but honestly, it's going to be in the background. It's going to be painted. It's not going to be that big of a deal. And it's okay to look a little bit scraggly. It is a conifer tree after all. Hope you've seen My Life as a Zucchini. It's also the middle, so I should probably start it from the beginning. My Life as a Zucchini? I have not, dog. It was a third. Yeah, you can't start. Slee, dude. You can't start a film in the middle of it. Only watch 30 minutes of it and then give an opinion about it. Oh my goodness! And no, I have not seen My Life as a Zucchini. Although, for some reason, it sounds familiar. Maybe I assume it's stop motion. My Life is a Zucchini. No, I've not seen that, dude. Okay, one down. God, that took way too long. It's definitely stream's fault. Tossing that down here. I'll clean you later. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. It's on Netflix, one of the best stop motion movies I've ever seen. It may sound more familiar under the French title, Ma Vie de Cricket. Nope, definitely not more familiar there. But guess what? It's going to go on my list of things to watch. If I have a pencil. There it is. My Life as a Zucchini. Just double check that is in fact favorite stop motion of all time. James and the Giant Peach. Hey, Slee, I'll give you that. That's pretty good. That's one of the first things I remember seeing that was like stop motion. Dude, I'll have to check it out. My Life as a Zucchini. Dude, I definitely have to look at the spelling of zucchini. That's kind of wild, isn't it? Okay. Are you going to be watching Missing Link? Slee, dude. Steven, Michael and I have already talked about it. We're going to go see Missing Link together. I'm seeing it because I love stop motion. He's seeing it because I think he's kind of interested in it. Do you want to go see it with us, by the way? Slee? I feel like since you're kind of like the godfather of the stream, you should totally see it with us. You'll have an appreciation for it now that I've exposed you. Zach Galifianakis is in it. I love him. He seems pretty funny. I'll just yeah. Dude, so tell me what's the deal with the primates? Like that's like a thing that you like did? Because there's a woman in my office who really likes monkeys. She thinks that they're like super cute. Maybe that's like, is that your thing? Like I like just love dinosaurs, and everybody always knows. Like everybody always is like, oh, Mason's the dinosaur guy. Are you like the primate guy? Like, is that a thing? I know your channel. There's a ton of monkeys. What's the deal? Tell me more about that. Brendan Wilson, how do you start making stop motion films like mine? Well, there's nothing stopping you, dude. You can just do it. You can literally just do it. You're going to want to get a camera, but honestly, I don't even think you need a camera. If you have an iPhone, you can do it on your iPhone. So I don't know where you're at in life, if you want to spend money or don't want to spend money. I would say, just to get a good feel for it, download, there's an app, and Untitled Farts, maybe you can help me with this. What is the app? There's a free or $10 app. I think maybe it's free, and then you can pay $10 for like premium features, I'm not sure. But there are definitely apps on the App Store or the Google Play Store or whatever device that you might have, where you can do stop motion. Just with a mobile device, and it works great. Some of them even have like the onion skinning effect. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. But I would say get something that will allow you to do it. If you have a phone, assume you do because you're watching this. Assuming you're watching it on a mobile device, you can do it. There's nothing stopping you. So I would say watch YouTube tutorials. Eduporta is a great YouTube channel that is all about stop motion filmmaking. He does more videos than I do. And just take it slow. You don't have to have an expensive armature. You don't have to have a big fancy rig. Again, I bought this little guy. It's fully Stop Motion Studio Pro. Dude, Untitled Farts, You're rad. You're know all. Yeah, $5. I bought this guy for $12. You can go buy this guy for $12. He doesn't look like this. He is more bare than this. But practice with this. Or go animate a bar of soap. I saw one animator challenge himself by trying to animate seemingly impossible things to animate, like a bar of soap. And he did it. So if you want to do it, you can do it. It's just a matter of how much do you want to do it. Find something you want to animate and animate it endlessly over and over again. That's one way to learn it. Dude, that's right. Also, inhaled farts. Dude, I can't keep saying inhaled farts all night. Maybe I can. Inhaled farts. I want to know more about your affection for primates. What's the deal? Good, man. That's great. I'm not doing this consistently at all, am I? That is still okay. We're gonna just go through here. Damn it, that was a little bit much. Sorry. Little cursey today. Okay. They are just the most magnificent creatures in the world. They are powerful, intelligent, and loving. Not to mention, might be controversial saying this, but they are our closest relatives. I do live in Oklahoma, but that's not controversial with me. They are our closest relatives by like some like crazy 98 point something %, right? I don't know. I'm probably not getting that right. But yeah, cool. That's cool. Apes in particular, which are different than monkeys. Never crawl an ape and monkey. And one of the things my senior citizen, Shallon and Simeons hate, the latter have tails, is the biggest difference. Dude, inhaled farts, you're getting more and more interesting as you type these things up. I love it. I think that's super cool. Ooh, dude, so when I was living in Japan, one of the coolest, I had 2 cool monkeys. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think they're, oh, dog. Okay, don't get upset. I think they're monkeys. Pretty sure they're monkeys. Pretty sure they're monkeys. They are monkeys. But when I was living in Japan, I went to a place outside of Osaka called Monkey Mountain. And they were, oh, what kind of monkeys were they? They were crazy. They were like all around on this monkey. Like, so you'd hike up this mountain, and it was kind of a reserve. Like, on the top of like this mountain, there was this one like building where you could go in there. Then the rangers there were just constantly fed the monkeys, so they just stayed there year round. They didn't like move or migrate or do anything like that. And so there's like this huge troop of monkeys that were like had to have been probably like 200 there. Like they were crazy. But that was really cool because like you could just like walk right up to them, and it was wild. It was a crazy experience. And then we also got to go to, I think it was Noya or Nagano. I can't remember. Forgive me. And they were the monkeys that hang out in the like the natural saunas, like the natural spas. They're so cool. And I am so bummed that I don't remember the name of these monkeys. I bet you know them though. I like Logan for yeah, apes in particular, which are different than monkeys. Yes, I like cats, as you can tell by my picture. They're monkeys. I know what you're talking about. Macaws. Oh, that's what they're called, dog. You know this. You are the monkey master. I love that you know that. Dude, you can check out. Not that I want to encourage anybody to go back and look at my earlier videos on YouTube, but there are. I think it's called it's one of my vlogs that I did. It's like a monkey documentary. Basically, when I was in Japan, I tried to make like a little documentary. It's more like for fun, just because I had all this footage that looked very much like something you'd hear like Richard Attenborough narrating over. But you can check it out. It's on one of my vlogs. I think it's only like a minute long. Each one of my vlogs is only like a minute. But again, the vlogs are garbage. That was more for like a creative challenge for myself. I'm not a vlogger. I'm no Casey Neistat. But definitely check that out because there's some cool footage of them just like chilling in the sauna. It was pretty rad. But super cool, yeah. Macaws, dog. That's right. I do not. Let's see here. They are monkeys. I know what you're talking about, Macaws. I looked that up. Couldn't remember the name. Okay. Hey, at least you're honest, right? J. Rombert Pog, what's up? Nothing much. What's up with you? But I think that's good. Is that good? Does that look? That looks good to me, minus the unbelievable. I think you're actually going to be able to see the. Shoot. Just making a. Making a stop motion film. Inhaled farts. I'm going to send you an animation of them that's going to blow your mind. All right. I want to see it. Send me an animation. Check it out. I will check it out. You probably need to erase this. Ooh, I should buy erasers. That's what I actually need. Forgot this. Why am I erasing this if I'm going to be painting it eventually? Because my fear is that you'll see this line through the paint. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's my fear. Inhaled farts, another question for you. Do you like the Planet of the Apes movies? If so, why or why not? Follow-up question, what is your favorite of them? Or if you hate them, what's your least favorite one? Assuming you've watched more than one. Okay. Are you kidding me? I don't know. That's good. Maybe, I don't know. If you're like super pro primate, you might not like the way that they like treated the subject matter. I don't know. I'm not saying. Personally, I think that last trilogy was pretty rad. It was pretty rad. All right. I think I'm going to need more than this, unfortunately. All right, hold on. Switching it up. So let's go back here. Yepers? Dang it. I don't want to make more, though. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. They just got better and better, in my opinion, if you're referring to the new ones. Yes, I agree. Do you know your projects away when you're done animating? Because I do, but I never put as much time into them as you do. Do you throw your projects away? Oh, do you throw your projects away? Yeah, dude. I don't throw my projects away. I do and I don't. For Indomation, I still have that big rotating set piece because I'm sure I'll use that in the future. And I have a box. I limited myself to only keeping one cardboard box full of crap, of like set pieces and stuff from like the set, from like the interior of the house. And so it's like literally right here. I'm not going to pick it up, but yeah, I have a handful of stuff. And all the wood for the walls I kept. I broke everything off of it because I like hot glued like baseboards and stuff like that. I still have that, and I'll just use that for scrap wood. I rarely throw wood away because you can always repurpose it. You can almost always repurpose it. And plus, I plan on making a diorama shadow box type thing once I'm done with the animating the Indoraptor Frigate. I'm going to put it in a little shadow box, which I made one of those for Ted Brothers with one of the raptors that he painted, and it was pretty sweet. So I have yet to do that. It's something I wanted to do. I just haven't had time to do it. Love Spaceballs. Spaceballs, like the Star Wars parody movie. Is that what you're talking about? And am I totally gonna be using that? I think I am, dude. Am I or am I not? I don't know. Here we go. All right, making the secondary layer. Love Spaceballs, yes, yes, I do. So I'm just eyeballing it here. Not a big deal. I know it won't be. How much did the camera cost that you used for your animation? Inhaled farts. How many assholes are on this ship? What? I don't know what's going on. I don't get that comment. Inhaled farts. What was the question before that? How much did the camera cost that you used for your animation? Yes. Yeah. I don't know how much it costs. I used a 5D Mark III for Indomation, but I could have used that was just the camera that was at my disposal. I think it does not matter all that much, the camera. Most cameras today, if it's a DSLR, it's going to be plenty good. And on top of that, when you think about it, your stop motion is it has the potential to be way higher definition than anything that is coming out of Hollywood today. And what I mean by that is that cameras today, you can buy like a 30 grand red, I don't know what series or whatever, but a 30 grand red camera that shoots 8K, and that's shooting that natively in video. With photos though, you can, if you take I shot Indomation with JPEGs. I typically would have done it in RAW, but I don't have the storage space to store like 12,000 photos, which is what I ended up taking. Now the final film only had like 7,000 photos, or a little bit over that, 7,830 I think is the number, or is it 8,700? I don't know, but if I was to have 14 megabytes per image with 12,000 photos taken, like I just physically don't have the capacity to store all that. So I prefer high quality JPEGs, but even then, that's way more sensor information It's way more sensor information than a super nice red camera, because you're taking photos, not video. Now, if you take that same camera, the Canon 5D Mark III, its video is garbage. I mean, it's not garbage, but it is garbage. It's garbage. You're not going to get a 4K video out of that. You're going to get crappy 1080 video. But if you're doing stop motion, you're taking stills. You can take stills that are all raw, and when you put that in a timeline and make it an animation, it suddenly becomes incredibly high definition. Does that make sense? I did a poor job of kind of walking through that, but yeah. Oh, how many assholes are on this shit? Oh, okay, sorry, dog. He is surrounded by. Is it from one of the original? Is it from one of the original? Oh, it's Spaceballs. Okay. Sorry, dog. Spaceballs. I didn't know what you were referring to. Homeboy just asked, how much did the camera cost? Which is like a question that, in my opinion, doesn't necessarily really matter. And so I thought you were just commenting on the question being semi-unusual. Okay, sorry. I was way off there. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for staying with me. Wow, now I'm learning stuff. I know nothing about photography. That's been my biggest learning curve, is using a camera. Yeah. So the idea is that, like, if I go out and take a photo, I mean, with an iPhone, it can take a 4K video, right? Like the new iPhones can. But it can. I better not try to explain that. Not over this. I'll fumble all over myself. I do know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of convoluted when you start talking numbers and stuff. But essentially, cameras can take higher quality photo, single still images. They can take higher quality single still images than they can a consecutive amount of video. So that's all I'm saying. I might be pestering you, but wow, now I'm learning stuff. I know nothing about photography. That's been my biggest learning curve, is using a camera. You're not pestering me, dog. You're not pestering me. Yeah, I mean, like the 5D Mark III, it costs, right now, I think you can get it for probably like $1,500. It's a fantastic camera. They probably shot Coraline on the 5D Mark III. What am I doing? I don't need to be doing this. I'm making grass right now. I'd like it to be long. I'd like it to be long. Okay. Yeah. I know Leica has used the Canon systems. I want to go longer, dude. Believe it or not, I do. I'm not sure if they use like the 1DX or the 5D system, but I watched a video with one of the DPs. No, but that wasn't Leica. I think it was Isle of Dogs, actually, where the DP was talking. DP, director of photography, for anybody who doesn't know. They choose their camera systems not based off of like image quality or sensor quality, but their live view reliability. Because in stop motion, we're using with Dragon Frame software, you're using the live view feature of your camera the whole time. That's how you're accessing like the sensor, or like that's how you're accessing and seeing what's in the frame that live view feature is on. But what that means is that your sensor is exposed, it's not typical to just always have a live view feature on in a camera. So the DP that I was listening to, if I recall correctly, was, if you're shooting for hundreds or maybe thousands of hours, your cameras are going to crap out on you if you're always having your live view on. So they were having to test which cameras had the best, most reliable live view functionality, if I recall right. Anyway. Yeah. Hey, the Rebel T6i, we have a T4i in the office that I work in. That would be completely fine for stop motion, like 100% fine, because again, you're not judging it by the video capabilities, because you're not shooting video with it in stop motion, right? You're doing you're doing images, and then piecing them together to give the illusion of video. So the T6i probably has a, 18, maybe 24 megapixel sensor. I'm not for sure. It might have 12, but even 12 is not bad on a SLR. So that would be totally fine. Like, it would be 100% fine. Nobody would know. I found out recently that you can use your iPhone and tether it to Dragon Frame. So I did a little animation the other day just to see if it would work, using my iPhone, and it looked fine. It looked totally fine. Now, it doesn't have like the depth of field. You lose a lot of creative control whenever you're not using an SLR, but for all intents and purposes, you can still make a kick-ass stop motion video with just your iPhone if that's all you have. 24 megapixels. Wow. It is, right? I know, right? It is satisfying to cut out the grass. I'm just doing it really slowly too. What's going to be really satisfying is whenever I get to glue these on the back of it like that. That's really nice. But yeah, dude, 24 megapixels on the T6i, totally good, dog. That's totally good. You will be completely fine. Also, I could be doing this faster, but like Logan said, it is kind of satisfying. Some of the people that I work with, we watch these YouTube videos of diorama builds, and that is like a different kind of satisfying of seeing like these, I don't know what it would be, like a lighthouse or something diorama with like, but it's like hyper realistic. Just watching the process of people, like, just to see how they've like figured out how to make water look like water running down, a stream or something. It's so impressive how creative people are, and it's inspiring. Even though I don't necessarily want to make a diorama, it kind of bleeds over into my filmmaking passion, as far as like I like to make things. It's kind of like the branding. It's like there's soft rebrand to my YouTube channel, which will be I like to make things. No, I already forgot it. It's I like to make things is actually another YouTube channel, but my channel, I'm wanting to call it Making Things with Cameras and Such. Making Things with Cameras and Such. It's a mouthful, but it's kind of like unapologetically a mouthful. And so, yeah, I like to make things with cameras and stuff, and when I watch those people on YouTube build these dioramas that are like super hyper realistic, it's super satisfying. That's great to know. I just bought my house and it's a fixer-upper, so can't afford much. Yeah, dude. Congrats on buying a house, by the way. That's great. And yeah, you do not need... You do not need to have some fancy, expensive camera. Completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Like I said, you get away with doing an iPhone if that's all you had. How's this looking? Pretty even. It would be sweet if I could like animate each one of those blades, but I'm not at that level, am I? Not with this. Not with a one-man crew who spends his evenings cutting out blades of grass. Yeah, you do not have time for that. Or as my fellow Okie would say, ain't nobody got time for that. Yes, that woman is from Oklahoma. Midwest City. Ooh. Almost there. Then we get one more of these and it should be good. Looks very nice. Thanks, Logan. Oh, dude, no kidding. You're working on a diorama? That's what I'm doing while I watch you, is working on my diorama, but it's just a modular set of buildings, 12th scale. Is that, so is your diorama that you're making, is it for your stop motion film? $10 o'clock. Yeah, it's my very first set piece. It's the first in my stories. Check it out. Oh, it's the first in your stories. Your story, like your Instagram story, I imagine. Like, do I need to watch it immediately before it disappears? Or is it like a highlight? Yikes. Messed up there a little bit. Look at that. One down, y'all. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's also make sure I do it at kind of like the right level. So what I'm doing right now is just cutting some blades out to make sure that as I'm going about doing this, I stay at the same size and scale and stuff like that. If that makes sense. Because I have a tendency, as I'm talking and as I'm just going about cutting these mindlessly, that the horizon would kind of wander down, or up or down, or left or right, or something like that. So just cutting some out that match this one to keep me honest. It's a highlight. Okay, sweet. Have a near may inhabit Detroit since they're sweet, dude. I'll check it out for sure. I'll definitely check it out. Dude, I'm glad that you're like making progress on your stuff too. That's cool. is cool. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I can use these. Ooh, these could be like... These could be little pine trees off in the distance. Ooh, I should probably save these. That might save me some time. See that? Thinking. How do I make this work? Yikes, a little much. Okay, getting close, kind of. Once I do this, it won't be but another few more steps, and then I can call this quits, probably. I'm glad that you've gotten a lot done, man. Hey, sorry bro, I had to go, but I hope to see you on Monday or whenever you're streaming again. Hey, thanks Logan. Appreciate it. Have a good evening wherever you're at. Yikes, this is taking a long time. Let's see here. that could have got me just then. That would be wild if I slice my finger open on this channel. God, that'd be sweet. Definitely get some views then, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. Got a subscriber. Pretty cool. Yipers cripers. This better look super slick. Is this the same level? That is a little bit. I think I can be less intense about it. Yipers. Stephen Lee, are you there? You are. Nice. So that Montreal Stop Motion Film Festival, it's September, but the deadline is June. Man, that might be. I'll be happy. I think that's a realistic goal to shoot for. A June being completely finished with everything, like animation, editing, sound, score, to be done by then, to be able to enter into film festivals like that. But that would be sweet, man. And I've heard of that one before, so that might be something I look into. That would be pretty sweet. One second. All right, I'm back. Had to check on my child. She's doing okay. Okay, I don't want to throw this crap away. At 11:59 p.m. on June 30th. StopMotionMontreal.com. I'm gonna check that out. Free to enter. Free to enter, Steven. Well, why not? The only question is, will we be ready? Can we make it happen? Receipt for today's glue sticks. Gotta add it up, put it in the stop motion budget, because I am keeping track of how much everything cost. I'll probably be making a video at some point just on like the budget of this. It's so funny. I had a friend from California. Well, he's from Oklahoma, but he lives in Pepperdine. He knows a lot of people out there. He just knows a lot of people. But he was like, Mason, ideally, like, what would, he's like, what do you, like, what are the costs? Like, what's going on, like, with the cost? Like, what would you need to finish this? And I'm like, this project is costing about $2,000 when it's all said and done. For the lumber, that's not, like, that's where everybody's volunteering their time, and we're going by with as little or minimal as possible. But when it's all said and done, the lumber, the cardstock, the paint supplies, the paints I've budgeted are going to be fairly expensive because I need a variety of paints. But when I told him that $2,000 for everything that I've been doing here, he like laughed because it's so cheap compared to all the crap that you have to do and that you'd need if this was like a proper production. $2,000 is like nothing. That's like the DP's weekend salary or something. I mean, I don't know, but pretty wild. That looks pretty good. What are you talking about? Sorry, dude. Films have to be 30 minutes or less. Sorry, dude. Films have to be 30 minutes or less. Dude, this is going to be less than 30 minutes. This is going to be way less than 30 minutes. How long do you think this is going to be, Steven? This is going to be it's going to be a short film, man. We're talking like 4 minutes probably. Also, you need to watch the storyboard. I can't believe you haven't seen that yet. Especially since you're like such a big part of it, I feel like at this point. Poor Steven. Yep, right there. It's a joke. Okay. I didn't know. I was like, we need to talk about your expectations, Steven, because this thing is definitely not over 30 minutes. God, man, I can't wait. Can you imagine? I can't wait till I do it. I mean, I can wait but I look forward to the time in my career where I'm able to do a 30-minute stop motion production. Ooh, I'll tell you what, there is a Amazon Prime original, I think it's Amazon. It's like an original kids show called Tumbleleaf, but it's all stop motion, and there's like tons and tons of episodes of it, and so it's like it's wild. It's really wild. Like it's super cool. I've even though my daughter's too young to watch TV and stuff, I have found myself throwing it on there because she does like the colors and stuff. But man, it's really cool. Just my interest in stop motion, like, it's got me to enjoy it. All the winners of past Montreal films are posted on the website. Rad. We have to check it out. Steven, if I'm able to get grants and funding to, well, this initial grant will just be to pay for all the crap. But if I'm able to get another grant, if I can get some funding to enter into festivals, if I get money to fly out to festivals, you and I are going. It's gonna be me and you, dude. That would be sick. Oh yeah. Works either way. Oh wow. Ooh. I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna jump on that in a minute. It'd be nice to meet you guys in Montreal, and if you have a premiere for your film in Tennessee, let me know. It's not too far from, yeah, the Atlanta. Dude, that would be sweet. It would be super cool to meet you. That would be rad. You never know, man. It's a small world. It is a small world, especially for, it's a smaller world in the animation, stop motion animation community, I would imagine. I'm finding out. Okay, we're just gonna do really soft, really, let's see how we'll make him like that. Probably like that looks good. I like this look of this one better. It's gonna go right there. It's gonna go right there. Dang it. I did kind of screw up a little bit here. It's okay. It's okay. That might be a little bit too. Nah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That'll be fine. Talking to myself here, fellas. Yikes. You thought the trailer was a short. Bless your heart, Steven. You're not dumb. That's what's up. That's what's up. Dude, I'm just eyeballing it here. Taking a wild guess. This is where I think I want it. Won't be the end of the world if I need to redo it. Okay. Well, you can't see that. Maybe like that. Alright, let's see what it looks like. What it looks like. Yikes, dude. I'm gonna have to fix that. That sucks. Okay. That's pretty rad. It worked out. I don't like that. All right, I think that is going to be the end of tonight's stream. You can kind of see what I made right there. I still have one more layer that I'll probably work on when I get off the stream, and you can check out what it looks like. I'll post a photo of it on my Instagram channel. You can check it out. Looking at you and Hailed Farts. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hailed Farts, thanks for all your wisdom regarding stop motion. Slee, thanks for your help with everything, being the godfather of the stream. Yeah, I guess I'll chat with you later. Trying to think if there's anything else. Wrapping up, I will watch Robert Rodriguez, School of Filmmaking, My Life as a Zucchini, and Life of a Cheetah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go do that probably tonight or tomorrow morning. Not for sure. Thanks so much. I will see you guys later.